Greetings, fellow Demon Slayers. This is Taimanin Mari and Tak, and we are here today with another Action Taimanin video. And today we have, I think we have a good one. Okay, so the first thing we want to talk about is Troop Leader Oboro. I don't know, did you figure out if this is just like an original skin
I
for
have no
AT?
idea. No idea.
Dude, I've never seen this.
I think this is original because I don't think RPGX has anything like this for
I,
her.
I don't either. If they do, they added it, and I didn't like, because I don't really keep up with Oboro like too hard on RPGX. But I am gonna say this because when Ultra and I were talking last night, bro, like she reminds us of M Bison. Like it's like M Bison, and God, I forget who else they said, but it's so freaking cool. It's like M Bison mixed with someone else as a girl. But I can't remember the other person, and it's annoying.
I mean, overall, it does give the if any character could fit Bison, it's probably her.
Dude, yeah, she's like such the perfect fit. And you know the move where she like dives into them? That's like the Cyclone Crusher. Like with this skin, Cyclone Crusher.
Wait, are you talking about the other dude with the eye patch in Street Fighter? That guy?
No, I'm talking about freaking Bison.
No. I mean the eye patch specifically. With
oh, you mean the other character? No, yeah, it was someone else from something else, and I can't remember.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. Oh, Hitler. That's it. It was Hitler.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's like a mix of Bison and Hitler. That's it, dude. Look, cause she's like neo-Nazi Oboro. Like she looks so cool. All right, let's hit play. Let's look at, cause I'm hearing bad things about this supporter from you and Ultra. I know you know what it does. I haven't. Okay, we're gonna stop for a second. This is the case where the censored version looks fucking badass.
Yeah, because it looks like she has like an actual full suit.
Dude, that actually looks like M Bison. Like, real talk, while I'm playing at work, I'm gonna play Oboro. Just so I can look like M Bison. Because she'll be censored on my phone, because I have an iPhone.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so I can enjoy censored Oboro. Look at the little star in her eye patch. Oh my god, dude, she looks so cool. Oh my god. Bro, the uncensored version hit different, though.
I mean,
that's like a sex dungeon outfit. You know?
I thought she would be completely covered in the front, but I didn't think that was gonna be like this.
Bro, this looks. All right. Damn, that looked good. Skin. I love that. All right.
It's a good skin.
We're pressed for time. We got to keep it moving. Yeah, it is a really good skin. Mob Boss Oboro. All right, this is what we want to see. Okay, so we're gonna look at the super rare first. It's the same thing as every fucking super rare that's limited. They do more damage to super armor. So now we're going to look at this. So we have Tainted Blood Dragon. Spins with Bloodstorm 2 more times, and also pulls the enemy towards you. What? Damage dealt with skills increased by 22%. Wait, you all didn't say that shit pulls the enemy in.
I didn't have to. I didn't really have to say
that. No, because Ultra was saying it was bad.
Okay, so for context... Bloodstorm is her all blue skill for
people. No, I know what it. Oh, you mean yeah, it's her spin to win skill.
It's her spin to win skill. So that's basically why, like, because like that alone gave away like, oh, her supporter is blue.
Okay, so you're saying you don't like it because it's blue.
No. I don't like the top part. I can give two fucks about. It's the second part I'm more interested in.
Oh yeah, the damage dealt with skills is great, but a lot of the limited weapons have that. But yeah, this would make her the damage dealt with skills increase. That would make her the projectile that Wolf runs even more OP.
Yeah, because this is the real question for me. Is this weapon going to be finally pushing the SR weapon for her away from her?
It would definitely out DPS it. Because the SR weapon has way less stats, right? And then the SR weapon also, like, it gives 80% crit damage. But the problem with crit damage is you have to crit. You know, barring we all crit all the time anyway, like veterans usually always crit. But if you don't crit, you don't get the crit damage, is my point. So just go along with that for a second. This weapon is an ultra rare, so the stats are going to be ridiculous when you get it to plus 15, or even if you just S5 it. So the stat pool is already better, and the skill damage increase is going to be 44% at S5.
Yeah, because and also keep in mind the SR one you only get 3 Namatakas. This one you get an extra one imparted.
Yeah, you get that extra Magatama slot too. So this would outdo that weapon, yes.
Because I generally do I do want to give Wolf a couple, like once this weapon comes out and he gets his hands on the weapon, I do want his opinion on the weapon. Is it gonna be like, is this gonna finally push that SR weapon away from for this one?
Well, the issue is Wolf kind of, I was talking to him and he doesn't seem, it's not looking like he's gonna get it because it doesn't seem that good. But he hasn't said like yay or nay yet. But he did say like if it turns out to not be that good or the buff isn't that good, he's just gonna like stay with what he's doing.
I mean, fair enough. Like I would say though, the weapon I would like for him because he's like
he's the Oboro guy.
Yeah, he's the only Oboro guy, and I think for him, I generally would want his opinion about the weapon, even one copy of the weapon, just like for him to like see how it does.
That's actually exactly what I said to him. I said, honestly, dude, like, even if you decide you don't want to, like, get it or to S5 or try to dupe it, like, I would try to get one of each thing, like the weapon, the supporter, and then her skin. Just so, like, he has it, right? In case he decides one day he wants to use it. But I was telling him today, I was like, you don't think that, like, Ingrid, like, the new Ingrid supporter that gives blue crit, oh no, because it's only blue characters. It won't work.
Characters,
God damn it! Everything sucks. I hate blue. I hate color limitations. I'm hitting play.
Yeah, because that's just a big issue right there.
You could give her the Sue supporter. I mean, you could give her Murasaki and then freaking Noah. You can always do that. Everyone can do it. Dude, she looks so cool in that skin, bro. Bro, that skin, that hat. Okay.
All right, here's her supporter.
All right. Yeah, the pull seems decent. Like, I know what you guys mean though, because once you start spinning in tower, they're just gonna punch her out of it and laugh at her.
Yeah, that's just the only issue we have. But
okay. Again, yeah, I'm about to read it. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Read that.
Oh. Okay.
No. Because I was just gonna say, like, I'm not gonna give my opinions on her until we see what buff she gets.
Yeah, I need to see the buffs because I don't want to be like a naysayer and then she turns out to be decent or even good. So I'm gonna like hold my opinion, but I'm just gonna read it and give like my, you know, in one word what I think of it, just to be quick about it. But okay, damage against human type enemies is increased by 15%. Ultimate damage is increased by 15%. So at S level 5, it'll be 30 by 30. The ult damage is nice, but especially because generally blue characters last longer, so they'll be getting ults because they're more tanky depending on the support they have. The damage against humans, that might as well have just been fucking all damage. I'm sorry, we're way too far into the meta to be given a limited support with like a specific type of damage.
Yeah, I genuinely think, especially for limited supporters, I think, like, honestly, you could have literally just gave, like, basically, like, with Lydia, basically. Like, Lydia is not even a limited supporter, and she does increase damage to all enemies, and she gives critical damage. You can literally just gave, like, literally this Oboro giving it increased damage to all types would have helped the Pulupo, even though she would have been a limited supporter. But people would actually go ahead and try to get her.
Yeah, it would have made her more of a must-have. People would have wanted her to be able to stack DPS. The other thing that sucks is she has no restriction.
Yeah, she
so
has
like
no
I would have rather her had a restriction like, you know, Shizuru has, or you know, like whatever supporter like Koronai too, because the restrictions lead to more OP abilities.
Yeah, like it would have been fine. Like, oh, for example, this Oboro supporter she's blue, but only suppressed type units will be able to use her. That would have been fine because she's a suppressed type character. So, again, that would have helped if they would have limited that.
And again, I'm gonna say it now. For one, Tat called it because you literally said Monday. I expect to hear about the limited supporter within the next couple of weeks, and then they announced it. So I want to call that out. I also want to call out. I fucking called it, man. I told you one of the upcoming characters are gonna get a fucking janky ass blue supporter. And it's going to be like, what? And that's kind of what it feels like right now. Alright, let's look at her active. Oh, Wicked Conspiracy. Alright, I'm liking that cooldown. That's really low. I fuck with that. 46 seconds is okay. Alright, passive. Once every 15 seconds, summons a subordinate during a dodge who fights while provoking the enemy for 3 seconds. That's really, really good, except that it's only going to last for 6 seconds at like max
Yeah,
awakening. Because if
yeah,
it
it's only
provokes and the enemies actually aggressively don't attack you, that could be really good. Because that's
yeah,
6
because the
seconds
thing,
of, yeah, fuck you guys, and it's passive. Like,
yeah,
I
it's
mean, you
just
have to
that,
dodge, but like, we always dodge, so.
yeah, dodge is an easy. It's not a like a heavy restriction. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's just that 6 seconds. I mean, it's every 15 seconds. So like, if you can manage it, but not every player's gonna manage it.
But do you
That's
think
the
about
issue.
Oboro's cooldowns, though? So, like,
Um,
they're all really long. So, what I would be doing if I were running this setup is I would do nothing until I dodge, right?
mhm.
Did the minion come out? Yes. Did the minion pull aggro? Yes. Once the minion pulls aggro, then I spin.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
when you do it. Then they won't hit you, right? Those will be attacking
Yep.
the minion. And then while this isn't up, you just do hypnosis seal to stall for it.
Yeah, that is true. You could do
Yeah,
that.
I think she's good. As long as the provoke does what I think it does. Because you know, if you play MMOs, like when a tank uses a taunt or a provoke, everything looks at them.
Yeah,
Like it's just like
that's like
no, we're attacking that now.
yeah, that's the anchor basically. It's trying to pull.
Yeah, so okay, I like her again. I actually like this. I'm interested in this. I might have to test this. Fuck. All right, and then okay, what's the active? Attacks all enemies with claws, dealing 450% of the damage, and knocks them back, applying a bleed effect of 50% of the damage for 10 seconds. And at least it hits everything. It's basically like an AoE Suerga. It's like,
Yeah,
you know, because she's
basically.
like a single target bleed. This gets knocked back too. I got no issue with the active because it's only a 40-second cooldown. It's just more damage. But I'm really interested in this passive because with how like Hypnotic Seal is, how you can like pretty much stop them anyway. You're not worried about them moving, right? You're not worried about getting hit while you're waiting for this. And then if you do this and it does taunt them as aggressively as I think it would, then
Mhm.
you'll be able to spin for free. And
Yeah,
of
it's
course you'll get
basically
your ult eventually because you're running blue. So
yeah, it's just
the human damage still
yeah,
sucks though.
yeah. The I would say that the ult damage is nice, but that restriction on human type enemies is kind of like bugs me quite a bit.
I fuck with this. I'm interested in this. I'm surprised you guys said nothing about the word provoking being there. That alone makes it good to me.
For me, I'm like in the middle. I'm not gonna say anything until
Oh,
I see the
I'm not
buff.
like this isn't like a verdict, but like if that mob enemy or whatever, because she's a mob boss, Oboro. So like if that provoke actually makes the stuff like come after after the pet, dude, that's gonna be so good. Because
Yeah, that
I
is
was actually
true.
thinking about that a while ago. I was like, man, it would be cool if there was like a minion. And I never said it aloud because I didn't think they'd ever do it. But I was like, because when I was testing the Sakura supporter build, like the minion build where her Halloween skin,
Mhm.
I was testing that out, and I was like, it would be cool if like this bear or this like ghost pulled aggro. But they don't.
Mm.
So like while
Yeah,
you
that's
have the bear and the ghost out, everything still kicks your ass anyway. But if this works the same way, like works where it actually does pull aggro, that's really good. And you can even take it a step further and equip this Oboro with that Asuka and buff the subordinate.
yeah, that is
No,
true. I
I said
completely
Asuka, but I meant Sakura.
Sakura is
Yeah,
Halloween
yeah,
supporter
yeah.
basically.
Mix it with the Halloween supporter Sakura, yes, because she's also blue.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. At the very least, her supporter got the juices flowing. I said way more than I wanted to. That ass, though. Oh, God, she's hanging out there, man. Like, look at it. Oh,
I mean, at the very
the
least, I
damage
would
is pretty
say.
decent, too. Because, like, 12k, because this is just like a stock low-level ass Oboro, is kind of a lot of damage.
I mean, yeah.
For that
But
level.
I really do. I mean, Wolf doesn't even have to do gotcha to get the weapon. He just needs to buy the packet and he gets the weapon automatically. So
I accidentally clicked this, but I didn't want that. So, we're moving
But
on.
yeah, I genuinely do hope Wolf gets the weapon, at least a copy of it, or like from the package. That's all he really needs to get to test it out.
Yeah, I want to go for it, but I'll give it a hard thought and see what I want to do because I'm interested in it. It seems decent, but again, we'll wait to see her buffs next week, and then the supporter is next week too. So for one, let's see what her buffs are. That's what we need to know. We need to know what the fuck they're doing to the character, because this is the only buff our nerve she's gonna get, right? So like we need to know that, and that with the supporter and how the fucking pet works will determine what I think of it. But for now, I'm hopeful. All right, so this is the second and last thing we're gonna show you. So a user, his name is Kiritomato. I guess we could say a viewer too. He messaged me on Discord and he said, I don't know if you're interested, but I have footage of Shizuru clearing 75 with a super rare weapon. So he does run invulnerability, but we're gonna show it to you guys because it's footage of Shizuru by herself in floor 75. So I mean, people want to see this, right? Let's go. First, we're gonna turn this down here. So there we go. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I think. Okay.
Oh,
that
it's
is full
literally
screen.
an S. It's.
Oh,
so he
well, okay,
actually
went by
is
too
using an
fast.
S.
All right. He said he used the PvP weapon for the boss fight, but yeah, he's using this SR here. He did get it to plus 12, and I think the PvP weapon is 7. So he said for the boss he did use this. Okay. Health Magas. And then on the PvP weapon, it's critical rate and damage, it's looking like. And then all damage and boss damage. Okay. I can dig it. The classic Spica. I agree with that 100%. And of course, this. She's so good, dude. And then this.
Yeah.
God, it's so hurtful to see her in the
Sub slot.
Yeah, because Spica has to be the main.
I mean,
and he is right about that. For people who didn't know, Sprout Garden heals 1% of max HP per tick. So the more HP she has, the more you get. So an example is like my Shizuru has 40,000 HP, so she gets 400. I don't know why I never told everyone that, but yeah, it's Sprout Garden is always 1%. So the higher your health, the more you get. Yeah.
Yeah, like I already when the first issue came out, I knew it was 1% because.
Yeah, I knew it was 1%, but I didn't say anything. I guess because it's like pretty obvious, but like. But yeah, he said he invested awakening points in max HP, and I did the same. I have my points in there maxed. Everything else is just general damage up. Yep, usual damage up stuff. Some critical damage for ranged waifus. And then that big jump in HP. Alright! I like the little notes he put there, nice. And he's using melee damage up, okay.
And his armory, so.
All right.
His armory is really low. It's like 7.40%. Jeez.
His armory was 88, dude.
No. His HP for the supports.
Oh. Yeah, that's low. What the hell?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh, jeez. That's like.
Yeah, I was looking at the weapons. I was like, oh, that's 88%. That's good. The HP is low. That's crazy. Well, it is dependent on your collection.
That is true.
Yeah, and you have to actually level this stuff too to get like the HP. All right. Like this is what I mean about her, bro. Like she just bombed them.
I mean, if anyone didn't see the tower footage of her fucking when I was piling her, I mean, you just saw how much she's good at getting rid of the trash, literally.
Yeah, this is what like it would be like, for my Shizuru, because she gets like 400 health back. Like I said, that when her health got high, the sustain does feel a lot better. But it's still not gonna like it's not made to like make her like it's not stand here and never die. You can die in it. It would just take longer with this much health. Well, that dodge was really good. Yeah, she still hits. That's the thing, dude. She's good, like, with HP Magas because she still hits really fucking hard.
Yeah, because mine, for people that are wondering what Namatags I was using in my footage, they were red, so she was hitting even harder than normally, so.
It's so cool that there's, like, footage of her doing this already solo. I'm really happy about that.
Yeah,
because I was sad I wasn't able to do it. All right, this is it. So we're gonna see Spica getting used now. That was good. Jesus. Nearly getting that window in. You should get the second rondo. Yeah, let's go. And he moved. Let's go. My man knows what's up. Oh man, that was hot sex on the beach. Whee. All right. I think he's gonna wait for Spica and then probably go for like the
Yeah,
coup de
he's
grace.
basically doing the same.
Yeah, he's
the same
doing
tactic as you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's doing the same tactic as you with Kirara with
Hey man, it works. Like
it works. It works. It's just that it's like, yeah, you could solo it with her like that. There's no problem with that.
oh, she's so good, dude. Because I don't care what someone uses. Like if they want to use a vulnerability, it's in the game, man. I don't think it's cheap. I think hey, if you can beat it with invulnerability, like if you can live for like the 45 to 50 seconds between the cooldown of your supporter, like then you fuck it, right? I think that's worth it. I love invulnerability. He's pretty good at dodging though, because like he just iframe Sakura pretty easily. Doing this with Shizuru actually is really good though, because she gets like a little bit of a heal at least from the garden.
Yeah, that's
she's
true.
like actually gaining HP instead of losing it. Well, I stand corrected, they hit her. But she's good. But my goal is to not use invulnerability on her. Like I think Kirara is probably gonna stay the same with invulnerability. Like how
Until
I have her set up.
Limited gear.
Yeah, I don't like, dude. With how Oboro's limited gear is looking, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to see.
I mean, we're gonna have to see because we remember the last limited gear we got. It was Coronizing.
Yeah, Coronize was dope. That's why I was hoping Oboro's would be. Well, I don't know. That provoke has me hopeful. Ooh, that meteor though. That I think that might have really like actually killed him if it hit. It's so funny. This is just chilling with like a +7 PvP weapon trolling them. Oh yeah. Yeah, I fuck with footage like this, man. It's nice to see Shizuru solo like this soon. It's nice that like, you know, one of us didn't have to do it too. Cause I was like, damn, I don't have tower. I would have soloed with Shizuru.
I wouldn't. That's for damn sure. I wouldn't.
No, I would have done it with her.
I know you would, but I wouldn't.
Oh, and there we go. That's the win. And the video just looped because the footage ended. Okay. So, yeah. What did you think of that, Tack? That was like a little surprise. I don't think you even knew about that until I got home and like, yeah, we have this. So I'm happy about it. Yeah, it's really good footage.
Because I did say yesterday that you can solo it with her. You can. It's like
that's why it's so good, because it's like you said, yeah, it can be solo with Shizuru, and then the next day we have footage of it. That's why I love it so much. It's like perfect.
Yeah, so like again, like he literally cleared it with a PvP weapon, and he just used those supporters, and that's
yeah, it's literally like as free to play like in the weapons as it can get, like super rare weapon, and then like a PvP weapon. And the supporters are really good, but like I mean, that's the name of the game, right? Like you need to have good, like some good supporters. But I will say that the Suzune is free to play.
Yeah, she is like.
The S5 frickin' Shizuru obviously was not free to play. And as far as the Spica, like what S level was she? She's 5'5". So see, I don't know though, because Spica's been around so long, he could have earned them over time, or he could have wailed for them. But what I will make note of is that the supporters aren't over wailed themselves, right? So they're all S level 5. But like, so you say the Suzune's only S3. And then, like, you know, Spica's 10 and Shizuru's 6. And then the weapons are 12 on the main slot for the super rare. And then I think what was the PvP weapon, 7 or 8? So I think, like, overall, like, it is enchanted, but it's like, they're not crazy high enchantments. You know what I mean? It's not like +15.
Yeah, that is.
And so the build is manageable. Like, the Spica people can still earn. Suzune was free, so most people who play the game have her. And, I mean, yeah, they'll be out the Shizuru, but you could always throw Homer on and, like, kind of mimic the build. Because all the Shizuru's giving is damage.
Yeah, or, here's another one I said, because someone did ask because they didn't really had, Lydia. So I actually told them you could just throw in Hibiki if you want, because she does synergize with auto attacks.
Yeah, you could throw in like Hibiki, you could throw on like Lydia if you have it, you could throw on Homer if you don't have either. You could throw on, you know, like, what's her name? Frickin' the Ranka, the SR that gives critical rate. Like, if you can't get damage, shit, give yourself more crit rate. Like, there's a bunch of stuff you could throw on. Like, that's why Shizuru is such a good character in general, because her kit's fine. And Red is really good at just like, oh, well, if you don't have this, there's this. Like, Red has a lot of damage rolls available, so.
Yeah, and not to mention Nagi, she's gonna be coming
Nagi.
back soon.
Yeah, Nagi will be in the pool. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and she works with Red only, and guess what color she is? Red.
So. Yeah, so Shizuru synergizes good with Nagi. But I think we're gonna end it like
Yeah, it's just that Red has so many like good supporters that synergize. It's not limited or restricted like Blue is. So.
Yeah, Red's really like open. I think Green is in a spot like if Green is kind of gacha heavy, but like I think if you start getting the gacha pieces for Green, you're kind of in a place where you're like kind of good, and I think Red's the same way. Like once you get a lot of key pieces, you're in a good place. And it's just Blue that needs to get there. Where like you can have more than just like Noah or Murasaki, but we'll see. But that's the video. Again, thank you Kiritomato. I don't know if it's like if he wants it to be said like Kiritomato or like Kirito and then Mato or like Kirito and then Mato. But I think it's like
everything.
I think it's all at once. Yeah, like Kiritomato, but it's like Kiritomato. It's like Kirito and then like the end of the word tomato. It's so weird. I love it because it's so fun to say and it's so fun to try to figure out. But anyway, yes, we appreciate the footage. Like, and congratulations for soloing 75 with a happily geared Shizuru. I mean, 86k CP walking through 75. Come on, guys. This character's so good. Like, she's so worth it. She's so worth it. I love her. I love her so much. She killed Kirara. Any final thoughts, Tak, before we leave?
No, that's pretty much it. Again, I will say though, for Oboro, I'm not going to give an opinion until we see her buffs on next maintenance. I need to see what they're going to do with her before I give my verdict for her.
I need to see the whole picture for her too. Like, I'm hopeful for the Provoke, but there's stuff I also think is bad, and Blue already, like, I have PTSD just from it being Blue. But we're going to see, and I'm not going to say another word about her, like, until she's here and we can actually see what the fuck is up. And that'll be the video. Again, thank you Kiritomato for the dope-ass footage. Thank you for being here with me, Tak. And thank you boys and gals for watching. And if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe as it really helps out and stuff. And with that, we will catch you tomorrow with another one. Toodles!